Sitting down in a police interrogation room would send even the most hardened of criminals into a nervous state. Even police officers who have conducted interrogations themselves find it hard to stay composed when they are on the other side of the law. But what happens when the law has it wrong and you are innocent? Although the cases vary, today we will take a look at one common factor that you will be able to see in just about every innocent man, woman, or child's interrogation. It is a key indicator of innocence. Watch closely as we point out what could keep you from being believed if you were to be in the situation as these three males. One an adult male and the other two juveniles. All innocent. Welcome back to Mind and Motive True Crime Files, where we uncover the mindset behind crime and the psychology behind the motive. We are a new channel, so be sure to like and subscribe to see us grow and join the community. The first case is a 15-year-old boy who was nabbed and taken to police headquarters on suspicion of assault at an Illinois Dollar General. There was only one problem. The teen was photographed and seen at a basketball game of his the night of the incident. Despite police having this information, the teen was still interrogated without his mother or a lawyer present.
Going through your head at that time, I can't put the words in your mouth unless you tell me, unless you explain the situation. You know what I'm saying? So all I have right now is some video to go off of, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, can I tell you something?
I need you to just hear me out before I let you talk, okay? Now, I can tell you, you wouldn't be here talking to me right now if I didn't have an abundance of information that, you know, you were there and you were involved in this, okay? So that's not a question in my mind. So I'm not here to even discuss that.
This is a lie. The teen was indeed on the other side of town at a basketball game that he was playing in. Here the detective is not even being misleading. He is claiming to have evidence of something that the teen did not do. Notice how calm the teen is as he is being told something that can easily be disproven.
Part. I'm here to discuss the context. You know what context means? $1 grand, though, you were saying, right?
$1 grand?
Yeah. Dollar General.
I haven't been that way yet, honestly. Like, you asked my mom, I haven't.
Well, it's not a matter if you've been there. You're pretty distinct looking, man. Okay? The people that work at that store have seen you there before, okay? So, like I said initially, I'm not here to debate whether you were there or not. It's like, I know you were there, okay? And I don't want to get up on an argument, or like I said, I'm $2 store since then, so maybe your memory isn't great. Cool. I'm trying to give you little facts about the situation, and maybe you can remember exactly what happened, okay? There was a Hispanic dude, it's like maybe 5'10", 6 foot, he's wearing a hoodie. He kind of put you, it looks to me like he put you out of the store. Not physically, but when you got to the door, he closed the doors, and there was some kind of like altercation of the doors, and then it looked to me like he put hands on you at some point. And this was at a Dollar General on Grand Avenue, okay? And I'll kind of explain a little bit as I go along, okay? You have the right to remain silent. That means you do not have to say anything. Anything you do say can be used against you in court. You have the right to get help from a lawyer. If you cannot pay for a lawyer, the court will get you one for free. You can ask for a lawyer at any time. You have the right to stop the interview at any time. Now, you have the right to not talk to me. If you don't feel comfortable talking to me, that's cool. But I need you to know in advance, I only have a certain part of this story to go off on going forward, and then the decisions are going to be not only in my hands, they're going to be in hands of another, you know, my boss. And so just know that going forward, I think your words are going to be extremely valuable in this situation. I don't think you have anything to necessarily fear in terms of talking to us. But again, just know you can look. I don't feel comfortable talking about this. That's cool, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you or be an asshole or yell at you or anything like that. That's not what I'm gonna do. Okay. Now, with all that said, I do have to ask you: do you want to have a lawyer? Now, just keep in mind, I'm asking you: do you want to have a lawyer right here in this room right now? Realistically, lawyer coming here within the next 5-10 minutes, that's not going to happen. So if you want to have a lawyer, that's cool. But again, this conversation is going to end for right now, okay? Now I have to ask you, do you want to have a lawyer? No? Okay. Do you want to talk to me? Okay. As a juvenile, you may consult with your parents or legal guardian before any questioning begins, and you may also have them present during questioning if you so desire. We're going to try to contact your mom. We have another detective who's going to go over to her house here in a few minutes and go get her, okay? But just know that you have the right to talk to your mom if you feel comfortable. Again, I know your mom. I think this detective also knows your mom. She seems like a decent person. I think it's in her well-being. I think she has your well-being, in her heart. I knew, I saw how concerned she was, and I can respect that. She seems like a good person, okay?
Notice how the only time during this interrogation that the teen shows signs of nervousness is when his mother is mentioned. He starts to shake his leg and shift around in the chair. A teenager, whether innocent or guilty, is going to be very nervous about their mother's opinion on any serious matter their name is brought up in, especially when you phrase it like their mom is potentially upset at them already. This is what likely caused the teen to confess to being at the crime scene, even though he knew he wasn't, and the crime was later proven to have been committed by someone else.
Now, do you understand what I read, though? Okay. This last part is, as a juvenile, you must also understand that anything you say can and may be used against you in a subsequent criminal proceeding if the case is transferred from the juvenile court to an adult criminal proceeding after an appropriate hearing in juvenile court. Now, you might not understand what that means. Basically, that means what you say here to me can be used in a criminal trial in adult court. You're 15. I can tell you, juveniles don't get charged with adult crimes typically, unless it's like a murder. That's not what this is. If I had to take a guess, this is not something that's going to be an adult charge. I'm just building a scenario, okay? Now, is there anything about that you don't understand? Okay, so you do understand? Okay. If you don't mind, I'm just going to sign right here. And then all this is stating is that you understood what I read. Everything I read to you is right here. If you could just sign your name. All right.
29-year-old Moncree Moon was arrested after being accused of a crime he was actually the victim of. In fact, he was the one who alerted the police of the theft of a large sum of money out of his vehicle. During the arrest, Officer Henry Chapman had stolen a wad of cash from him. After witnessing this and calling out the officer, body cam footage was reviewed, and Moon was vindicated. Notice how calm Moon is.
Because that's what I have to do by policy, all right? So, what this is going to be a administrative interview, all right? So, like, I'm not looking to hit me up for any charges or anything like that, all right?
Yes, sir.
This is strictly about what transpired today.
Outside.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna talk about from the time you were pulled over. I'm sorry. Let me introduce myself. All right. Let me take a step back. My name is Sergeant Morris. I am the second shift sergeant, patrol sergeant for the University City Division. You understand who I am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are?
Last name.
First name?
Moncre.
Okay. Birthday?
12/20/94.
Okay. So the point is just an administrative interview. So anytime there's an allegation of wrongdoing by a police officer, obviously a supervisor has to look into it. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you also understand that we all have these nice body-worn cameras that's attached to us, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For like when we come in contact with citizens.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So let's just start off when you were pulled over. Can you tell me what happened? Obviously you was pulled over for speeding. Let's just stipulate to that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Officers ran your name. You had a warrant for the U.S. Marshals, right?
Yeah.
And then Officer Chapman showed up, and you was arrested, correct?
Not Officer Chapman. I think his name was Officer. I know it was Chapman, right? The dude.
Yeah,
What's the lady? I thought the lady name was
Casperson.
Casper. That's what it was. The difference. Yeah. All right. Honestly, I was leaving Wendy's. I put my right signal on to get over. Apparently, I guess I was speeding or whatever. Got pulled over by Officer Lack.
Yep.
Cool dude. He ain't, you know what I'm saying, do too much. He just told me that he had to detain me due to the fact that I had a federal warrant. That much I don't know nothing about him. Just, you know what I'm saying, here with y'all. But from there, he was on a dirt bike, so he had to call
A backup officer.
backup officer to, you know what I'm saying? So at that point he could contain us or whatever. Everything was cool. Nobody well, I didn't resist or anything. I didn't know what was going on, still don't. But make a long story short, my property was took off of me
By who?
by not Lack. What's his name?
Chapman.
By Mr. Chapman or whatever. My girlfriend pulled up to the scene of the crime to get the money, but he told her, which he had also told me, the money was on my possession, so it had to stay with me, which wasn't a problem. So from then on forth, I remained in the back of Chapman's car. So my property was on the front seat the whole time. So as we pulled up to the, we remained on the scene for about 20 minutes. Then we were cleared to leave the scene by your people. As we were cleared to leave the scene, I just asked him.
Hold on for a second. Your money, how was it packaged?
It was all forward in hundreds and fifties. It was like all like chronological order, like hundreds, 50s.
Okay.
And then
and like did it have anything on it?
As far as a rubber band.
Okay. Do you remember the color of the rubber band?
I think it was like a whitish gray, like not this color. The regular color of the band is like the white off whitish grayish color.
So like that tan skin tones color?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Alright. So as we pulled up to the scene, after he had already told everybody like his property has to stay with him, and there wasn't no problem, like nobody was aggressive, everybody was doing their job, their protocol, you feel what I'm saying? Make a long story short, we pulled up. Like I just like was asking like each officer that I encountered like what was going on with me, like what was happening, like so I could know like how to better my situation as far as like getting out. So long story short, when we pulled up, we were waiting for Officer Lack to get finished with his report so that they could start like transferring me.
Yep.
As everybody was waiting, I guess officers were leaving out, and they were saying that they would volunteer to transport me uptown to help you guys, to like help each other out. He told Officer
Casperson.
Yeah, Casperson, that she could take me, and then he told Lack to as soon as we pulled up, first he called you outside to get like confirmation of what was he supposed to do with a federal warrant person. So you was already coming out. Make a long story short, as Lack started bringing out the envelope for the inventory, for my stuff, like my property, I heard the rubber band being tangled with. That's when I asked the question out loud. I said, why would you take a rubber band off the money? And I can't quite remember the answer he gave me, but he confirmed to me that he took the rubber band off the money. And like, it's my property. I'm a man, so I'm going to watch my belongings the whole time, you feel what I'm saying? And like I had stated, when Lack pulled me over, I was eating Wendy's. And that money was bill money. Like, it's on y'all cameras that when my girlfriend pulled up, she asked me for the bill money. So he told her, like, keep the money in my possession, which was, you know what I'm saying, which was cool, which was in you guys, well, which was in his possession at this point. So as I was being transferred into the car, I heard the rubber band pop. That's when I asked the question, like, oh, like, what you doing? Like, what were you doing with the money? And he was like, basically, like he confirmed that he was doing something, but he just didn't say what, or I don't know if I missed it, but I know We was
So,
like, it was
so,
five
so,
of us
so
right
you
there.
don't recall what he said.
I don't
That's fine.
recall, but like
Okay,
I'm saying, it
got
was
you.
5 of us right there. So I know one of the cameras probably picked up on it, or his should have.
Okay.
Which I know his probably was off because he was stealing my money. But he kept like trying to make it seem as if my eyes were playing tricks on me. And I heard the rubber band pop, and the whole while long, on like what you guys will see on your cameras, I was talking to you guys, really at you guys, because I was watching him. And the whole while long, I kept seeing him move his legs. And as soon as I said it and put it out there, he tried to put the money in between his legs and hand her over the stack. When I seen the size of the stack, and Officer Casperon asked me how much money was it, I didn't want to tell you guys the exact number because I wasn't sure what he had took from the stack. All I was sure of was that the way that I placed the rubber band on the money wasn't the same. It wasn't, because I have OCD. But also,
Hey, sir, let me call you right back. Yes, sir. I'm talking to him right now. Okay. So, are you want me to stop this interview with him? Because I'm speaking to him right now. Got you. Got you. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you. No, sir. But I'll call you back in a second. All right. See.
so basically, the money.
Somebody higher than me said to stop this interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's people coming in to speak with you, and investigators.
About that situation.
Yep.
Like I told you outside, sir, I apologize. I wasn't trying to make the situation bigger than it was.
Hey.
I just didn't want to be seen as a liar.
Stop.
No, I just seen on TV.
Hey, chill out, man. Stop. Stop apologizing.
I just don't want to make
Listen,
nobody like wrong.
listen here, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yes, sir.
All right? CMPD takes this seriously.
Yes, sir.
Now, I wish I could say that another way because I feel like cursing right now, right? But what I can tell you is that we take
You
this.
heard what I said,
But like
right?
we take this seriously, all right?
I don't think you guys are all dirty cops.
Chill out. Let me finish my statement here, okay? We take this seriously, all right?
Yes, sir.
So like when I told you that I was going to do everything on my end to ensure that like we get this right, and I was going to call you back. I meant that.
I appreciate it.
Because if somebody's doing wrong, we need to figure that out fast. All right?
Yes,
let
sir.
me see your hands.
Yes, sir. Like I told Miss McCullough too, I appreciate you guys.
You thirsty?
A little bit. I appreciate
What you want to
guys.
drink?
Some water.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Okay, give me a second. Pull up security desk.
Although staying calm when you are innocent is pretty common with those interrogated that know they have solid alibis, it's important to remember that not all innocent people behave the same way. Some become enraged that they are even being considered. One thing, however, is common amongst all innocent people wrongly accused by police: a strong desire to clear their name. This 14-year-old suspect was accused of breaking into houses, charges that were later dropped and he was cleared of. After not getting his way in the interrogation, the detective starts to show the teenager photographs of past individuals that he has interrogated, pointing to one picture in particular and telling the teen that now he's in the grave.
There are no such thing as co-ed prison. The women that they have in prison, the women, they were not women, Gabrielle. You know what I'm talking about.
Here the detective insinuates that the teen could be mistaken for a woman in prison, and that would be a bad thing for him. The teen is very slender with long hair. After the investigation was complete, charges were dropped and an apology was issued to the teen and his mom. In each of these cases, police officers opened their departments up for lawsuits, and in 2 of these cases lawsuits are ongoing. All suspects are innocent until being proven guilty in a court of law and judged by their peers. If you like this video and videos like this one, consider subscribing. All never-before-seen police footage of arrests and interrogations are independently sourced by U.S. government entities and intelligence agencies and are analyzed by actual criminology specialists before being posted to this YouTube.